So we're gonna get into the far out part. I don't know if this is even too far out for an interview, but let's just do it. You want to do it? And you can confirm this. My friend Jim Madonna, he's a radio show. I've done interviews with him. Jim went into a coma and he calls me. He gets out of the coma. He says, "You might want to sit down for this." This was maybe a year ago, I think. Nah, maybe a year and a half ago now. And I go, "What's up?" He goes, "We need to talk." I go, "Let's talk." He goes, "I came out of my coma and I was just like, man, dude, crazy." He has like, I think insulin problems and stuff like that, but blood sugar problems. And he goes, "The doctors asked me, do I remember anything in my coma?" And he goes, "Yes, I do. I remember family and friends that are no longer here around him. Like he couldn't place them out, but he could feel their spirit." And he says, "You were there." I go, "I was there." He goes, "Yes, you were there with Jani Lane. And you guys were writing a song." I know it gets far out. "You guys were writing a song together, and Jani kept laughing at whatever jokes you were telling. You both had guitars, and you were working on this song." And he's like, "That's what I remember from my coma." And I'm just like, oh my God. That's pretty wild. So flash forward, this all happens within 6 months. This one, people are gonna think I'm crazy, but it happened. Janie came to me in a dream one night. He came into me. Look, I believe in God. I believe in angels. I believe in that realm. He came to me in an, I don't know, man, it's too far out to talk about, but
Well,
screw it.
I'm a professional psychic medium, so
All
feel
right, so
free.
this isn't too far out. Okay.
No, that's what I do. So,
So he came to me like this in front of me. And when you're in the dream and it's real, I was just like, "What?" And he came to me, but his hair was down here. He looked wonderful. Maybe like around dog eat dog era. He just looked really healthy and happy and restored and great. I'm like, "Janie?" He's like, "Hey man, he's like, I'm here." And I'm like, "What happened to you?" Because that's the first thing, like, what happened? And he just looks at me and he goes, "Things just got really bad for me." And my response was, as my friend, how much I miss him. Okay. And he looks at me, goes, "I'm never leaving you again. Don't worry about it. I'm always here with you." And I woke up and I was just like, what the heck? Like, it was too real to not, it was too real. It was like a real conversation. So a few months later, I'm at NAM. I met Jerry Dixon once when I was a kid backstage for a few minutes. That's it. I'm talking with Todd Howarth at the last NAM because we played an acoustic set inside the convention center. And I looked to the side of my eye and Jerry Dixon's getting a sandwich. And I go, "Todd, I'll be right back. I'll be right back." So I go, "Look, you got 5 minutes just to talk to me." I show him I got a tattoo, I have a Jani Lane tattoo of his like dragons that he used to have running up. So I got one here, and it has Janie's initials. Like, "That's cool." And we talked, and I told him what I was doing at Frontiers, and I can't believe I told you about that dream. I've never told anybody about that before. Anyways, so we exchanged numbers. We talked a little, and I kind of left it like that. Okay, like I didn't want to push it too much. I just said, "Check out some of my songs sometime." And then like a month or two later, swear, the Rainbow had their backyard bash. Something inside me said, "Show up early." So I go to the Viper room. Joe Hoekstra, I think, was there working on a video. I went and checked it out. I walk out of the Viper room, and this is before the show. It was like early in the day. So you have the Whiskey a Go Go going Sunset Strip this way, and I'm crossing to the Viper room. Right underneath the Whiskey a Go Go sign, me and Jerry Dixon, right again at the same time. And he goes, "This is a Janie thing." I'm like, "It's gotta be. Like, you can't ignore it anymore." And he goes, "What is your number? I'm saving it right now." It's like 714 something, right? Or whatever it was at the time. I go, "Yes." So we save it. I go, "Look, I'm going to resend you some songs." And we hung out that day, me and Jerry. And I sent him, strange enough, the new Giant song that I did, A Night to Remember, and The Pain of Goodbye from Clean Break, which is written about Jani and his wife Kim. I became friends with Kim after Jani's passing. We're really get digging down on this. When Jani died, I did the final cover for his last song called Sin at my college with another person there. It kind of fell into my lap. It has the heart, not the heart, the roses with the blood. Anyways, so see all these connections with Jani keep coming to me.